Good morning, Bates. It is Wednesday morning. We're halfway through the week. I'm here with Mr. Fonseca. How you doing today?
Doing fantastic. Today is April 7th, and I'm excited to have another day for Bates Scholars.
Yeah, it's already, wow, I can't believe it's already a week into April. So, we're, working trimester three pretty good. So before we know it, it's going to be June. So we've got to make sure we buckle down, get to work and have some fun for the rest of the school year. So, Mr. Fonseca, you were talking about earlier, we just had our day two of recess and lunch outside. So what were some of your takeaways?
I have to say, first of all, a big shout out to all of our in-person students who were taking part in the recess and lunch transitions. We saw students transition really well between the lunch area and the playground area and back into the school. And when they came into the gym, they were lining up and they were attentive and ready to go. So we just want to shout out all the Bates scholars for all the hard work that you've been doing for all of these transitions and to keep it up. If you're here and one of our in-person students and you're doing this every day, we applaud you and we encourage you to keep up the really good work that you're already doing.
Yep, absolutely. And to make sure that, especially in lunch, make sure you're picking up the trash. It's windy out there. So if something blows away, just pick it up, put it in the trash. Not a big deal. We just want to make sure that we keep the outside as nice as when we entered it. All right. So we want to make sure we continue to do that. And shout out to the fourth grade for bringing out the benches, and shout out to the second grade for bringing them in. That's a huge help for everyone. I know our custodial staff and myself are very thankful that you guys do that because it does take a little time to get prepared for lunch this year. So thank you so much. Mr. Fonseca, we're talking about integrity this week.
That's right.
And I know, did we get any chains? Did you do tech for chains yesterday, or is that something we need to do today?
I actually got a few chains, and we're going to be putting these up in our hallway this week, and we're going to update you on what our chain looks like as soon as all of these different strips are up in our chain.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think maybe tomorrow, maybe we go and do a little live and read some of the ones that people earned, characteristics that people earned and demonstrated throughout the last couple of weeks. So I think that'll be really cool to see. And maybe there are a couple of people that have multiple ones up there. There's
Absolutely.
plenty of characteristics out there that we can all, encompass.
Exactly. That sounds fantastic. And I have to say, if you have not earned any of these chain links yet for showing these traits, don't give up. Keep showing perseverance, which means that you keep trying as hard as possible so that you can earn it. And today really focus on showing integrity, which means that you're doing the right thing no matter who's looking, that you always choose to do the right thing. And you never know who might actually be looking and notice your integrity and shout you out for it.
Absolutely. Great. So anything else that you picked up on in the school, the past couple of days?
I think that I've noticed that as we've had some new students come in, I've seen other students really be friendly to these new students and welcome them in. And I think that's something that we want to encourage everyone to do. If you notice someone who's a little bit lost or needs a little help, whether it's getting on the bus or whether it's getting to the right class, be that good friend and take a moment to show that empathy to try to understand how they're feeling and actually try to help them, connect with them, ask them what they need. I've seen that happen a number of times throughout the Bates, and I feel a lot of joy when I see it because that's exactly the kind of trait we want to see all of our students have.
Absolutely. Especially, remember, we all have that feeling when we go somewhere for the first time. We're not really sure what's going to happen, how it's going to go on. And that's the same thing when we start school, right? We're all a little bit anxious or nervous, and that's okay. Those are all feelings we have. So we want to make sure that, our friends and our classmates support us in that transition because we know our teachers are going to do that. So, be that great classmate and help those out who are new or who aren't new because, everything is a little bit different. And we know that we all want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable here.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right. Anything else before we get this going?
I think I just want to encourage everyone to keep working your hardest on this day. It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Let's finish this week really, really strong.
All right. Short and sweet. All right. So that's going to wrap up our announcements for today. And as always, it's a great day to be great.